A male student, hiding in secret, spied on his curvaceous female teacher, and in an instant, impure thoughts crept into his mind. Just moments earlier, Ms. Veronica, a teacher, stared at a pregnancy test in the bathroom. Helpless, she called Scott to break the news, but the irresponsible man flatly denied the child was his. Before Veronica could say more, Scott hung up on her. Devastated, she sank to the bathroom floor, unsure of what to do next. Meanwhile, Scott returned to his living room. When his wife stood up, he acted like nothing was wrong and exchanged a few casual words with her. That afternoon, their son Tony was in his room on the phone with his friend Fred. Out of the blue, Fred brought up Tony's sexy teacher, Veronica, and suggested Tony sneak over to her house. Tony, being principled, thought barging into a teacher's home was rude, but after Fred kept egging him on, he caved. The next day after school, Tony pulled out Veronica's address and realized it was close by. He hesitated, but then Veronica stepped out of her house to grab a package, dressed in a provocative outfit. Hiding behind a tree, Tony was instantly captivated. Once she went back inside, he snuck over to a window trying to peek in. What shocked him to the core, though, was seeing his own father inside. He'd been worried his dad might find out about his grades, but then Veronica suddenly sat intimately in Scott's lap. Enraged, Tony banged on Veronica's door. Veronica, guilty, made sure Scott was hidden before letting Tony in. As she tried to smooth things over, Tony cut her off. He knew his dad was there, and he knew about their relationship. Flustered, Veronica called Scott out. Scott still tried to pretend he was just there to chat, but Tony, knowing the truth, shot back. "Does Mom know what you're doing?" It turned out Scott had been lying to Veronica all along, and now she was pregnant because of him. Furious, Veronica ordered both of them out of her house. When Tony and his father got home, Melissa, Tony's mom, noticed their glum faces and asked what was wrong. Tony blurted out that Scott was cheating and he'd gotten his teacher pregnant. Scott tried to defend himself, but Melissa, unable to bear it, ordered him out and said she wanted a divorce. In the end, a heartbroken Melissa pulled her son close and they hugged tightly.